here we are. It's been almost 1,500 days since we first stepped foot in those doors, but it sure doesn't feel that way. Think back to your freshman self. Who was it that walked in here on that freshman first day? Were they smaller, less mature, less knowledgeable? I guarantee that they were. We've overcome adversity inside this building and out. Whether it be problems within the home, friendships, or academic struggles, these last 4 years have taught you more than you probably realize. And that is the beauty of high school. Being here stimulates change. And this change is almost always for the better. This school has introduced or allowed us to continue our sport of choice. Many programs have found success in the duration of our time here. For starters, look at how much our football team has changed in the last 4 years. With obvious credit to Coach Lou, I think much of that change was contributed by senior talent. Making the playoffs 2 years in a row is not a small task. This change was beneficial for the program, but even better for us fans. We saw the storm grow larger and larger with each passing year. The leaders of the pack, particularly former T-Bolt Storm president Darryl Farrow and other key players like Jimmy Carey, helped lead hundreds of fans every week. Themed games such as the Pink Out raised awareness for those afflicted by breast cancer and strengthened the bond between the school and the community. We were able to end off our last homecoming with a bang, getting a much-needed win against Lockport and a beautiful fireworks display to follow. Football wasn't the only sport that saw great success, however. Seniors Nicole, Liz, and Anna are all competing at state for badminton. Varsity baseball hopes to follow the precedent they set last year with another playoff run. Cheer saw great accomplishment too. Varsity cheer veterans helped propel this team to a state run, picking up numerous high-placing finishes at tournaments along the way. Andrew Lacrosse has never looked better, growing more and more every year. The seniors cannot be credited enough for the massive 17-4 win against Minooka on senior night. Palms had another outstanding competitive season, breezing through their sectional and onto the state floor once again. 4-year varsity seniors Allie Dempsey, Becky Katz, Denai Myers, and Tina Soltis helped lead the team to the prelims and into finals. Boys tennis, led predominantly by a tight group of seniors, hope to do well in their upcoming sectional meet this Friday. Girls volleyball had a strong season in the fall, and the boys team is continuing this trend as we speak. Girls water polo, led by senior Bailey Murphy, had a tough season, but they still improved overall from last year. Also, many of us took the stage one last time for this year's variety show, which was a hit with both the school and the community. Through all of these accomplishments, we are still searching for our next steps. We reached out to beloved teachers across the building in order to reflect on our time here and look towards the future, no matter what it may be.
What's one word that embodies the class of 2019?
Progressive. The class of 2019 inspires me in that I really feel like you're the future of where we want to be as a nation. I'm inspired by you.
Resilient. We've had quite a bit of turmoil over these last 4 years, both inside our building and then outside in the community and the world at large. And through all of that, your class has really come together and supported each other. And the teachers, especially in-house, by losing both Mr. Eichwald and Mr. Jarsky within such a short span of time. I know that we in the science department really appreciate all that the senior class did to help us get through it, because it was pretty rough. But just being so also informed about what's going on outside in the world and having a voice and wanting to do something about it and moving forward just shows me that you guys really care about what's going on, both close and far away. And it's just awesome to be a part of it.
What's one piece of advice you would give to the graduating class?
One piece of advice would be to remember that no matter how amazing what you've already accomplished is, none of it is really going to matter as you determine your future. It's yet to be written for you. So if you're still pretty excited about what you did yesterday, then you haven't done much today. So always make each day an opportunity to make it better than the day before. And if you haven't had a lot of great days before, then there's plenty to build on. So, yeah.
There are so many pieces of mama advice I could give you all. But I would say don't second guess yourself. Follow your gut. Do what makes you happy. That's not one piece, that's many pieces. But do what makes you happy. Follow your gut. Don't second guess yourself. And just life will take you on the path that it's supposed to take you on. You just have to be true to yourself and trust that you're making the right decisions for yourselves.
Have you seen anything over the last 4 years that sets our class apart from the rest?
Yes. I would say that when we think back on your class 5, 10, 15 years from now, we'll talk about how your class brought school spirit back to Andrew High School. I think in the years before you guys got here, there was just teenagers tended to be a little bit more cynical, a little less likely to really get involved and really support each other and support the school. But if you look at Andrew over the last 4 years with our student sections at games, how many kids show up to theater events, musicals, how much support you guys have given each other, the things we've seen over the last 4 years with the sunrise breakfast and in the news coming out for the pep rally that you guys had this year, that school spirit is back again at Andrew. And I think when we look back on that, it's going to be this class of seniors that gets the credit for reestablishing it.
Yes, yeah, I think this class has been ultra involved in so many different activities, different coursework, trying new things, even late in their high school career. It doesn't always happen like that across the board with a class, but I do feel that the class of 2019 really evoked that.
Throughout most of our lives, things have remained the same. Same neighborhood, same house, same school district. All that is about to change. It doesn't matter if you're going to a 4-year university or if you're joining the trades. Everybody is due for a change of pace. These past 18 years have been in preparation for this moment. Independence from the institution of public schooling is finally upon us. However, that means we also have to leave this behind us. This will be a harder goodbye for some rather than others, but everyone has an attachment to this school nonetheless. Saying goodbye to your extracurriculars is probably the hardest part. Some of you have spent almost an equal amount of time in an activity as you did in class these past 4 years. Having that no longer be a part of your life, that can take a toll. But we can move past it. If you loved this school, great. If you hated this place, that's fine. If you did not get what you wanted out of your high school experience, you at least learned something along the way. And if you did get something out of it, cherish it. You will not be seeing some of these faces for a very long time. Faces you grew up with. Faces you spent hours with, days with, years with. But that is completely okay. These years are special. There will never be a time quite like this again in your life, so remember it.